Morning, YouTubers. Moporman 1978. I'm in my bedroom here, working at my the top of my dresser, which is my little quote-unquote hobby shop, little repair shop, little desktop thing. It's where I do my little working in the lab, late one night sort of thing. Um, where I do a little intricate work, a little fine stuff that I can't do outside because there's too much stuff that could fall off and go in the grass or in the dirt and you'll never be able to find it again. But working on the 65 Plymouth Valiant slash 65 Barracuda instrument cluster. They both interchange. So if you can't find what you need for your instrument panel or gauges or whatever, or odds and ends of stuff, be sure to look up the 65 Barracuda, because that gets more seniority over the Valiant. I found that out real quick as far as looking for stuff online for this. There's a lot more stuff listed under the Barracuda for all this type of stuff than there is the Valiant. Anyway, found a company online. I'll have that put in the description below. That's not year one. It's a different company that supplies replacement faces, stick-on decal faces for all the gauges. If you don't feel like, if your gauges work but you don't want to feel like buying a brand new one because yours could be severely weather faded like this one is. So anyway, they come in different colors, background colors. They got one where it's all white with black lettering and black designs. And then they got the classic factory replacement one, the black background, the white lettering, the white designs. I'm just going to stick with the factory ones, and they're not really expensive. I think they're like 20 or 30 some dollars for the set, I think. I'll put that in the description below too, to let you know what the price is. But yeah, all these gauges work as far as I know. Did that, let you know about that. And like always, let's see if we can get this thing to focus this morning. There we go. Like always, with any of these things, I found a place on eBay that sells the complete set. At least it's not year one or Classic Industries or anything. But you get the whole set for like 15, 20, 25 bucks, somewhere in there. Maybe 30 bucks. But they're direct factory replacements. Because two of these, even though I was very careful with when I took them out, the plastic locking tab on one side always seems to snap off because it's the old plastic. I'm not going to be using these glass bulbs. I'm switching over to LED because they last 10 times longer, and they're brighter, and they use hardly any power to work. And I also found, I had to do a lot of research, but I found on where to get these. These are called T10 LED bulbs. Flathead, if you look them up, they're called flathead T10 bulbs. It took me a while to find the ones with these many little what do you call it? Light elements on them. Some of them only have 2, some of them have 3, but I looked for these and I found these in the same place that sells these in bulk. I think like 5 or 10 of them at a shot. It was only about 15, 20 some dollars, maybe somewhere in there. I'll have, like I said, I'll have the information in the link below. They come in white, blue, green, red, amber, purple, and I'm gonna get the I'm gonna do blue again, and then for the oil and the high beam I'm gonna get red, and then for the turn signal I'm gonna get a green one. Also, like I did on my buddy's 69 Dodge Charger and my Dart and my pickup, I go to the home improvement store here where I work. I used to use Lowe's, but I get a discount at Menards. I buy a roll of the regular the regular HVAC tape that doesn't have the stamping of the brand that who makes the tape or whatever on the tape, so it's just plain old 3M HVAC tape. And basically I did an upgrade in here. I went ahead and I know it's not 100% perfect. You can see some little creases, but that's the trouble with dealing with all these contours in here and the way this tape is you won't, a lot of times you can smooth some of these out once they're already there, but once they get crinkled up just like aluminum foil, it's hard to get them back out. But try not to use your fingers when you're putting this in here, because it will dull the aluminum. But unless you do it real light, and I was able to work my way around in here, and I already, the way this is set up, it likes to tip over. I got foil, the HVAC tape all the way around in here and around these, so light reflects off of everything and helps illuminate better than this white background from the factory, or the very light blue like they had from the factory as well during the 70s. But anyway, that'll help out quite a bit. I think if I just use I'll test it out first. If I use just the 2 LED bulbs in here, I think that'll be plenty bright. What I do is I just do like this, shut it off, test the bulbs, see how bright it is when it's and if I have to, I'll put a third one in there. I'm not going to use the LED light strip this time, just to save some money. But anyway, that's what I do. On the back side of these, they're already brushed or polished stainless steel or aluminum backings on these gauges, so that helps reflect the light as well. Oh, also one thing too, here is the alternator gauge. Uncle Tony brought this up in one of his regular videos quite a while back, but if you want to keep your car from catching fire or short-circuiting, see this little fiber panel right here? It's supposed to be an insulator panel, little plate, whatever you want to call it. What usually happens is these get so old that they deteriorate, even though they're bolted up to the back of the instrument panel. And what happens is when they deteriorate, with the vibration and everything of the vehicle running and bouncing and hitting stuff, it starts to slowly move around, rub this down, comes apart, and before you know it, it short circuits and melts the wires, or possibly causes a fire behind the dash or in the entire car and burns up your gauge. So what I do is I I actually get rid of that, and what I'll do is I'll save a if we've got an old, like something that's like some type of electronic device, like a VCR or a DVD player or a TV or something that has a circuit panel like this, I will actually save a section of that doesn't have any circuitry, don't know what resistors, transistors, whatever on it, and I'll actually cut it out and drill the holes. So then that way, I'll even put a thin layer of liquid electrical tape on both sides to be on the safe side. And it's the same thickness as this, and you get rid of that fiber crap, that paper fiber stuff, because that causes a problem. It gets old, it gets brittle, it starts flaking, deteriorate, turn into a powder. Save yourself some heartache, get that replaced. But anyway, that's what I'm doing with this. Stay tuned for, I get paid Friday, which is in about a day, or let's see, today's Wednesday, so Thursday, Friday, yeah, about 2 days. So I'm gonna have to order the bulbs and order these off of eBay, and the replacement decals for the faces of the gauges. So stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to leave a comment below. Feel free to subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. And until next time.